Sprinkle Brothers since
Let's go.
1980 freaking six. We are back, baby, back with another amazing episode. Doug, who do we have in the chamber today?
Well, we have Val from Speckled Hen, guys. If you haven't had her chocolates, available at Sprinkle Saxonburg and at her location and pretty much everywhere. But it's an amazing local chocolatier, and the chocolate is amazing. And this year, I'm going to tease it a little bit. We have a humongous piece of chocolate that we're going to be giving away as part of the holiday season. It's going to get you in the right spirit, and you can survive off it for over 20 days.
42K calories, everybody. Whoa. Great
Let's
guest
go.
today again. And it's great to be with you guys all. Thanks for everybody that watched. Thanks for everybody that subscribed. If you haven't subscribed,
PS up.
boom, punch it, hit it, whatever the other trendy.
Like it, flip it, follow it.
Yeah, all that stuff.
Click all the
punch
buttons.
Slam it.
Double tap the screen. Just do all of it.
Throw your
just get crazy.
sister off, whatever it takes.
Yeah.
Just get that thing hit so that we can get some more subscribers.
And you get more content.
Yeah. So you get more content. So here we are again, Doug. We're back, baby. We're back.
Wild week, my friend.
Wild week. Always a wild week. Anybody that's ever been in business, anybody that's ever been alive, anybody that's ever had one of these. I still got one. Anybody that's ever had a pulse knows this world is tough. This world is wild. And we all survived another week. So congratulations to us all for surviving.
We made it.
Week. Doug,
last week.
why don't you talk about what one of the things are that keeps you going every week?
Well,
That's your wall of inspiration.
actually, this is a good story.
He just conveniently grabs the handle.
Yeah, you know what? This isn't a normal bottle of liquor. This is actually during COVID, Faber Distilling made hand sanitizer because, obviously they weren't making much booze because you couldn't get booze. But we got pallets and pallets and pallets and truckloads of this in.
Moonshine Company, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we distributed it all out over the our stores area, all over to companies locally to help keep people safe. So, Faber, thank you. I keep the bottle as a reminder that, we survived COVID. And, it's just crazy. Like, World Health Organization, this takes you back in time.
What a great form of like business acumen, like business 101. Talk about just turning on a dime.
Oh, yeah.
Talk about just, hey, you know what? We got to pivot here. There is an epidemic, and we just got wiped out. If you remember, during the pandemic, epidemic, whatever you want to call it, during COVID, all the state stores, all the breweries, everything got wiped out because everybody thought that they only had, 2 months left to live, so they just bought every piece of
Got
alcohol.
the itch, you're like.
There was 15 people deep at the state stores. It was insane. So they got wiped out, and then they didn't know if they'd be able to sell anymore because everything was getting shut down. So they immediately switched to the hand sanitizer. Did you ever try to drink any of it just for the heck of it?
It'd kill you.
No, but did you try?
No, but it'd kill you.
You don't know, though. Maybe they just
I'm not
going to
open it. No,
maybe they just passed off the vodka as hand
I doubt
sanitizer.
it, buddy. I think it's death. That's death. I think it's death in a bottle.
I never tried it. I would not recommend it.
No, please. Yeah,
I
bad.
just wondered if you did.
No, but to that same point, before you show your item, I want to talk about last week. We had Chris Camp on the show.
Chris
Fun for all,
Camp,
Cranberry.
Boom!
This
Chris
year,
Camp.
Entrepreneur of the Year award in Butler County. Thank you, Chamber of Commerce. What a great guy. A couple of things that, it's funny.
He gets it.
He gets it because he talked about the grind.
He gets it.
The grind we all get, right? He talked about there's no silver bullet, there's no magic pill. There's you could follow somebody's idea, but you still got to execute on your own. You still got to do the work. And I think that's what it matters in everyday business. You got to do the work. You got to commit. And that was one of the things I took away from him. And also, the guy has fun. Duke just went to Fun for All this weekend, baby Duke, and enjoyed it, had a great time, got a bunch of cool prizes. It's a great opportunity if you live anywhere near Cranberry area. If not, make a trip. It's worth it.
And we were just talking, too. Another thing that stuck with that interview was the way that his business evolved. It's not like he just, one day come down from the mountain after smoking peyote with, a bunch of chiefs.
That sounds great, though.
It does sound like an interesting.
Next podcast, we are going to be in the mountain
but it's
with
not,
a bunch of chiefs.
It's not like he came down and had this vision.
Spiritual journey.
This is going to be the way we're going to win. No, he just did it and evolved with it and rolled with it and moved to the things that were working and moved away from the things that wasn't working. And we were just talking to Paul about that, producer, and he said, I don't know how you guys do this. And you know what? We don't know how we do this. We don't have, we have a general plan, but every day we wake up, we know what we need to get done. We know what we need everybody else to get done. We try to make sure all that gets done as good as possible. We try to add in a couple things to build with, and then we, evaluate on the go. Is this working? Is it not working? But, he was just a great guest because, it was cool because, everything he was saying I could relate to, and everything that he was saying, I think for anybody starting a business, I think it's comforting for people to know, okay, for these people that have made it, it's not like it was easy.
No.
It's just like what I'm experiencing right now. It was, oh my God, we're all going to die. That feeling of just intense.
Well, and it's that same.
But on the outside, it's, oh yeah, man, we can do that.
Well, you know what? To tie that in,
everyone, we're gonna be just fine.
It's gonna be all right. No, to tie that in though, it's so funny. So this week, I was out there in the parking lot. We just got our parking lot striped and sealed, and which is always just an experience because you have to get customers, you got to work with the contractors, remind the contractors. It's just it's a nightmare. But it was funny. I saw this item in the middle of the parking lot. And I don't know what it was. I walked there, looked at it. It was a bag, but it reminded me of the story. About a year into opening up, we were in the middle of some political battles for Oktoberfest. So Oktoberfest, there was some pushback from not the community, but the management of the community, some of the borough at the time. They wanted to control the event. Now, mind you, at the time, the event was not the biggest event in the community. You remember, it was an alright event. It wasn't huge. But the funny thing was, so we were going through these political battles. It got pretty heated to the point where people were like, putting stuff on Facebook, putting stuff on Google, and getting crazy about it. And I walked out. I wasn't there. I walked out of my house. I got a phone call from the store. There's a dead deer in the parking lot, like right in the middle of the parking lot. And I'm like, a dead deer? They're like, yeah. So being from Central PA, I thought one of my redneck buddies, symptom where they throw dead carcasses out some places. I thought it was like, hey,
you thought it was a sign.
I thought it was sending.
It was like a Godfather, horse in the bed type of thing.
I thought I was sending the message. So I was like, these guys are that level. This is
the fact that you thought it was that right away is kind of wild.
Well, I dropped the conclusions.
Most people would think, oh man, what a bummer, man. Wonder how that deer died.
A deer got hit at 5 miles per hour and got exploded in the parking lot. Nah, come on.
Yeah, maybe.
No. I thought something threw it. So I call the game people and I pull up the footage and here the deer was stuck under this car and just fell out when the car made the turn. It was like a horror movie. It was like the car was going and then it went bleh, and the deer just appeared. Like a car passed, deer appeared. And I played it back 10 times and me and the game commission guy were there like, what is happening? It literally fell out of the car. But like it came out and so like I saw the bag, I remember the deer, and I remember, don't jump to conclusions. You might be into something. Well, you might be stressed out, you might be into a fight with something going on. Just don't jump to conclusions because not everyone wants to throw dead deers in your parking lot.
I'm glad you didn't jump to action and get on social media and start going wild. A lot of people would have,
Oh, I wanted to.
Yeah,
I wanted to. I was raging.
Yeah,
I was ragey.
It's like I said, when you're feeling that, oh my God, we're all gonna die. When you're feeling that, just take a deep breath and analyze the situation before you act.
Yeah, it's not always that serious.
Yeah,
it's not always dead deer in parking lots. But
that's a classic. It's a classic opening to that. Well, I wanted to tell everybody about one of my situations here. We got Retail Gangster. This is a great book for anybody getting into retail, getting into business, marketing anything. Even if you're not in business, if you're marketing anything, this is a great read. Retail Gangster. Crazy Eddie. The story of Crazy Eddie. He did telephones, computers, car stereos, alarms. He had a great run of businesses in New Jersey. And, I don't want to ruin the story for you, but he got into some bad things with some bad dudes. But he was a marketing genius, and it's a great read. And it kind of inspired a lot of the, it was one of the things that took us from, hi, everyone. We have peanuts in aisle 3.
Super excited about it.
95 cents this week. It's going to be great, too. Hi, everyone. You're never going to see another deal like this again in your whole life. Like that, the magic. It's magic. And it's fun. It makes it fun. It makes marketing more fun than just, hey, we got peanuts in aisle 5. It's like $1.20. It's a lot more fun just to get crazy. The gong would have never existed.
I really enjoy when I get to go to food shows with you and when in the audience and somebody gets up on stage for an hour like that. And Ryan the whole time is there. He's like, put that in an email, Bob. Just put that in an email. Why did I drive the whole way down to Bob, who knows where, to come here and listen to you talk about spreadsheets?
When you see it, here's when you know you're going to see something that is going to be excruciating. And this is, no, for somebody that hasn't had the benefit of reading that or just been inspired by something, it's natural. You're nervous. You want to have something to go to. You want to have something to feed off of. But if you are going to a presentation of any kind and you have to, and you drop the scroll and it hits the ground, that's not a good sign. Or if you have, a 25-page PowerPoint presentation, with 2 font, that's a bad sign too. I mean, you got to have a general idea, a general guide of what you're going to do. I mean, look at what I have for my notes for this. I don't know if you can see that. That's actually my email. That's not even. This is really nothing. It's just visual. The idea is you go into something and you just talk naturally. Like you're just natural. It's just natural, and natural comes out better no matter what. Even if you mess up, it will come out better. People will be more entertained. And if you have one little nugget, but you mess up everything around it, they'll remember the nugget versus just sitting and listening.
You know what, though?
Second grade, front row, St. Teresa's. Priest has a hangover.
Hey, Father, behave yourself.
Father, bless me, for this is a struggle. Listening. Flashbacks, buddy. Flashbacks.
Do you think the people that do that, though, is from, like, the speaking aspect? Like, do you think they get off stage and be like, they call their wife, they call their girlfriend, they're like, I just killed it.
No,
I just murdered it. Honey, book the Caribbean cruise. We're going on a cruise. I just nailed this.
No, it's nerves. And to be honest with you, we've evolved. I mean, I was that guy at one point. I'm sure you were that guy at one point. You're nervous. You want to have a crutch, so you make sure you're ultra prepared, so to speak, and then it comes across as just flat. But then you realize usually it's messing up. Usually for me, it's messing up. It's like I say something that's like, I mess up, and I realize people laughed. They laughed at me. Now, for most people, that'd be terrifying. But for me, I'm thinking, hey, they laughed at me. I mean, it's like I was just watching that podcast you had me watch, the wrestling guy.
Oh yeah, he's great.
Great.
Yeah.
But I loved what he said, and it was so true. He said when he sent wrestlers on stage, or when wrestlers came out of the tunnel, it was a great sign if they were booed, and it was a great sign if they were applauded. If there was nothing, if people were just sitting there eating their popcorn and getting another beer,
it's a bad story.
That's a bad sign for that dude. His contract better be long. That's all I gotta say. Better be long. Yeah. No, it's a fun.
You know, our next level is, right? Like the thespian head looks like, and I remember one day.
I hope we
I'll
make it.
be there.
I hope we make it in this thing. I hope this thing evolves to the point that like we could have little like ideas come out of our head like cartoons.
Right.
Like
Get graphics on
when
it.
I'm talking like
Paul, get on the graphics right now. Ryan has an idea.
I mean, that'd be a lot of fun.
That would be cool.
That'd be a lot of fun.
But it needs to be a lot of fun talking about chocolate.
Well, you know what? Before chocolate, I gotta say one quick story.
Dude, I didn't get this big about not eating chocolate.
I gotta have a story every week.
Okay,
This
good.
is a chocolate story. Great chocolate story.
Is it work appropriate?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, actually it is. Quick story. Anybody in retail has had crazy stories, and people are always like, share your stories, even the crazy ones. So we're going to share a crazy one. Apollo, circa 2011.
Oh, my God. There's so many good stories there.
Yeah. Well, we had a guy there, nice guy, but, he had some challenges, and he was a good customer. He was in the store every day, but he had some challenges. The guy had some challenges. And so, like, I try to guide him along.
Was it self-inflicted challenges?
No. I mean, he had
born challenges.
No, he had some. He was born with some challenges.
Okay.
And so
not a full deck here.
No. But you know what? He tried. He really did. And we were all, everybody in the store really. I mean, we supported this guy. He was like Norman Cheers. Everyone knew him.
He's your guy.
So he came in and he kept coming up to me and saying, it was around the holidays, and he was so excited because he loved eggnog. And he did have enough realization to realize that eggnog was only out so many times a year.
Well, you can get it canned now.
Yeah, but
he wasn't there yet.
Wasn't the same. Wasn't there yet. No, I mean, he wanted it fresh.
Oh, okay.
And so he was getting like a quart of eggnog a day.
Yeah.
A quart of eggnog and like some big frickin' chocolate piece of whatever. and then a bunch of cheese. Every day he was buying the stuff. And he'd come up to me and talk to me and show me what he bought that day. He was very proud of it. I'm like, oh, yeah, that's great. And then finally I'm like, man, I said, you better watch. I said, are you eating anything else? He's like, yeah, a little bit, beer. I'm like, well, that diet is not good. I said, you're going to have some issues. And he's like, I just love this, and it's not going to last forever. I'm like, I understand, man, but,
He's getting in way and get it in.
A bad
He's
thing.
making hay, bro.
Well,
sun's shining.
Long story short, one day, it's like 3 days before Christmas, I'm in a good mood. Everything's going well. Everybody showed up for work. The store looks good. Sales are good. Everything's great. Ryan, and there was a rule at the time I had with our front-end manager that if there was an accident of any kind involving the bathroom or store that was not ideal to clean up, if it was a woman that did it, she took care of it. If it was a man that did it, I took care of it.
That's fair.
That was general rule.
That's fair.
And so, sure enough, Ryan, to the front, please. And I didn't even have to get to the front. It was like tracking a deer a day after it's wounded. It was a whole trail of tears, baby.
No way.
Trail of tears.
No.
All through the store.
Why?
He lost his mind. And then he ran out of the store and left his groceries because he was embarrassed.
Did he pay for the groceries?
No, because he didn't even leave with them. He didn't even go through the checkout. He had this issue, and he didn't realize it until he got through the whole store. So the next day,
who notified?
the next day he came in like nothing happened. And we'll call him Fred. I was like, Fred, how you doing? Oh, good. There he is with his frickin' eggnog, smiling at me.
Oh, he did again?
Oh yeah.
He wasn't
I said,
done.
Fred. I said, what happened yesterday? He got real red. Oh, nothing. Anyways, I basically said, Fred, in the future when I have dietary suggestions, please take them. And if you make a mess, help me
clean it.
Yeah. Anyways, fun chocolate story.
At least he didn't hand paint in the bathroom like that one guy did.
No.
That one guy was like Jackson Pollock in his prime.
Fun chocolate story. He was a big chocolate fan. He would have been a huge Speckled Hen fan, I have a feeling.
Eating chocolate by the pound.
I wouldn't show him that Santa. He would try to take that thing.
He might steal the Santa.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, we're gonna bring on Val here. Val is a local Saxonburger, but she's also the award winner of the 2023 Retail Confections International Chocolate Convention for Innovation Ideas, and more recently, the Best Fall Idea Award in 2024 for her pumpkin-shaped truffle featuring a smooth chocolate shell with a creamy pumpkin filling presentation at the convention.
That's worth a Val!
Who's not ready?
Woo!
Let's go.
That is crazy. That is like, man, I just want to if I found out that I had a finite amount of time to live, boom.
You'd want to jump in a vat of chocolate?
I would honestly just rent space in the corner of your store.
We're in.
I'd buy everything in the corner. you could tell me what that space was worth to you over the course of like 2 months.
Yeah, subleases.
And I'd just
Well,
I'd get a bottle of Faber. I'd get a bottle of Faber because who cares at that point?
Yeah, we're all in. We're going for the end. So Val, welcome to the show. We appreciate you coming on.
Thanks for having me on. You guys are a hoot.
So Val, tell us. Now, I was inspired by chocolate in 2000, film by Johnny Depp, Chocolat, or Chocolat, whatever, how I pronounce it. But I mean, between the love story and the chocolate, I mean, I was in. Like, what inspired you to be a chocolatier?
You know what? So I think exactly that in a different way. I always wanted to have a business where I got to hit my creativity to the best, make what I wanted to make, wake up every day with inspiration, do some really cool stuff. And to the same degree, that movie, Chocolat, that movie was based upon a business owner who knew exactly what her customers wanted, and even better, what her customers needed. And to be able to do that with chocolate, that's why I'm here.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So the movie was part of it, and then
That's funny.
Well,
No. Actually, the movie wasn't like an inspiration or anything.
But it was the same situation.
I woke up in the middle of the night one night. I was working a corporate job in Ohio, and I thought to myself, this is miserable. I asked my husband, I'm like, are you miserable? he was miserable. I'm like, well, let's go do something for ourselves, you know. I mean, because there's
I
no
sensed
better
a
thing
little
than
Ohio there.
yeah.
I
What's
said
that?
I caught the Ohio there because
Yeah, yeah.
you speak very clean.
Yeah, Ohio has the cleanest English
we have
accent.
we have a little like raw yinzer, you know, and ours is just a hint. People tell us, but like you have no yinzer. It's very clean. Like it's definitely like Midwestern.
Well, thanks.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
No, and I actually did. I mean, I grew up here in Pennsylvania, but
Wow,
you know,
they
so I mean,
converted
I
you.
had to hide it a little bit. I still, you know, rubber bands and
Downtown. Downtown.
Reggie Watch.
Yeah.
But
So
yeah, I just woke up one day and I said to myself, dude, do you really want to be doing this for the rest of your life? You know, and the answer was no. So I said, you know what, I've got to do something that is my own. And so that's what I did. I just woke
That's
up
a
and said,
bold
make it
move.
happen. Yeah.
I'm gonna give you a gong on that because
just setting the
here,
tone.
I always give a gong. You know, we are very respectful to our parents. You know, they were self-made. You know, they started off with nothing, and they have literally condemned apartment start, and just the two of them, no support really, and made it all the way up. So that we have a lot of respect for that. And like my dad at one point worked his way up to national sales manager and for a corporation selling groceries, and then he same idea. He just couldn't take it anymore, and had an opportunity to buy a grocery store that was older and needed everything redone. The owner was looking to retire, and he gave up what was a great job with a great future over basically like something just hit him in the head in the middle of the night, and he took the chance. So that's a second gong, Val. Second
Yeah,
gong
thanks.
because that takes some spades, to be honest with you.
And I agree with you too. It's something that we learned growing up because my parents were the same way. They were entrepreneurs. They had several businesses. You know, I remember them breaking into our piggy bank to get a couple bucks to pay the electric bill.
Oh wow.
Mm-hmm.
So it is. You grow up with that determination and that drive, and you see that when your parents are a good figure like that, where they're going out and making it happen, it sort of ingrains in yourself that hey, you know what? If I want something out of this life, you're gonna make it happen.
You got to go for it. It's funny you brought up about the loose change, because our parents literally wrapped change that they'd saved for years to pay for the initial lawyer fee to get the paperwork started for the corporation. So it's crazy. You said about the change.
So Val, do you have a food background? Like, how did you get how did you start all of a sudden all the stuff you could possibly do with your time? How did you get into chocolate, and what steps did you take to get there?
So, like I said, my parents were entrepreneurs. They had a butcher shop right here in Saxonburg, Butcher shop. We made beef jerky. It was Diamond Deb's beef jerky for a long time. So I had a lot of food background with that. And then your deer story killed me because we had a butcher shop, so I was helping to skin deer and cut up deer and whatnot, growing up when I was like 14. And then I went out to Oregon State University, was teaching at the university out there about asset planning, working with meat and food safety. And then I moved back to Ohio, and I was working just briefly for Cisco Food Corporation, doing all of their quality assurance programs.
Big company.
So I have a lot of background in all of that, but really I woke up one day and I want to do something for myself and I want to be creative. And so I actually called my parents and I was like, hey, maybe I want to either buy a butcher shop or let's start doing YouTube. But there are so many rules and regulations with the FDA, with USDA, with all of that. And I wanted something to break free and start my own. And so I ended up doing that just by starting a chocolate shop. And this was a chocolate shop to begin with. When I was younger, I'm in the location where it was Wilma's chocolate. And we didn't have a chance to buy the recipe or anything. But what we ended up doing was starting from scratch. I bought an empty building and I just did that.
Wow.
That's crazy. So it was chocolate, but then you basically just took it and made your own. So do you just start small batching? How'd you come up with your flavor profile?
So we knew that we wanted to be different than from anyone else. And you can go into a chocolate company in the area anywhere, and they have a signature taste. Usually, it's they buy a large block of chocolate, melt it down, and then make their own chocolate out of it. But we actually decided to come up with our own signature blend, where we blend 7 different chocolates together in order to get a unique taste that is simply just speckled hen taste.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah,
That's cool. That's cool.
So it's already roasted when it gets to you, or do you roast it in house?
It is. So, talking about COVID today, before COVID, we actually had our own line of chocolate that I ground right from the bean. And but that was sort of a passion project. Since then, we've become so busy. We've got so much going on that it's kind of been put on the sideline for a later date. But yeah, so right now, the majority of our commercial chocolates that we have in-house are blends of already pre-processed chocolate.
Well, let me ask you this. Obviously, you have a passion for making chocolate, and obviously, you're making some pretty damn good chocolate. But here's the thing, like, we're in the grocery business, and we love the grocery business. We really do. Like, we love working the store, talking to the people, making displays, cutting the meat. Like, that all is awesome. Like, I honestly really enjoy that part of it. But then when you become owner and you then have, all the back end, payroll stuff and tax stuff and forms and emails and, buying sheets and all this stuff, it like takes you away from that thing you love. And like now for us, like, this thankfully has come along where we can do something. We love this part too, but like from actual, being a grocer, when you're a grocer, you don't get to do that kind of stuff. Like I'm a Yellowstone fan, and John Dutton famously says, the bad thing about it is when you're a rancher, you don't get to do the fun cowboy stuff. So like,
Right.
how do you balance that? And like, is there any portion of the making or anything that you're like you get excited? You're like, I can't wait today. I get to do this. Like, is there that one thing that's just like, or is it just like the whole thing? You just enjoy the whole package.
You know what? I'm going to tell you that I am very fortunate. So we are in our 13th year, and we started really small. And every year we add on a little more, get a little bigger. And I have to throw a big shout out to employees. There's no way, I mean, you know this too, there's no way you do what you want to do in its entirety. So, I mean, thank goodness my parents were entrepreneurs. My mom helped me out with the bookwork. I've got people who just have my back. So I have the ability to be able to float into a situation and then maybe float out. So we get a customer that wants to set up a big wedding favor thing. I have that ability to sort of float in and say, hey, here are some ideas. I think this would be fantastic. Let's try this or that. And then I can sort of walk away, and my retail manager, she takes over. And she finishes up the deal, puts in the bow, adds her 2 cents. And then I can go back to making chocolate. I always laugh. People don't really recognize me just looking like this. I'm more like I always have a white hat on, or I always have my hairnet on because I'm constantly doing 17 tasks at once, and that's kind of what I thrive on. I like to be busy, so I'll be downstairs making chocolate. I'll come upstairs to like answer phone calls, and then head out to the retail store, run downstairs, make something for someone, run back upstairs. So I really thrive on that difference in the day. Like I never want any of my 2 days to be the same, and I'm very fortunate that it is like that.
Wow. Small, you're lucky you got struck in the head in the middle of the night, because that kind of a condition is perfect for small business.
That's it. That's the dream.
I don't get all of my emails answered. People will try to get a hold of me on Facebook for an order, and it may be 3-4 days until I get back to them. It is what it is, but I just try to spread myself as thin as I can and still maintain my sanity.
Boy, it's like you just like crawled into my soul. Yeah, I get
the balance.
I get you. Yes,
the balance. So with the the Speckled Hen has a bunch of great stuff. I love when you do like the fresh, like the berries with the chocolate is one of my favorite things you do. Obviously you have a great little 4-foot section in our store in Saxonburg that has all like the it's cool because like the wrapper it's like the silver and the paper. It just makes you feel like the handcrafted part of which it is, but it really ties in the flavors together. So, I mean, you have so many flavors. How do you go about, like, do you taste something somewhere? You're like, I want to try to get that into chocolate. Walk us through a little bit of how that works.
Yeah, so this is the best part of my job. And I would say, really, I love to keep things fresh. I love to keep things local. Big shout out to your store here in Saxonburg because you have some of the nicest berries and strawberries, you know, blackberries
Kathy.
and raspberries. I mean, you have some of the nicest
Kathy
produce
Kerr.
that I have seen anywhere. So we do a lot of purchasing from you for that.
Oh wow,
Um,
that's really nice to say. Yeah,
and I
Thank
like
you.
to keep
it's a
things
good sign.
local, you know. Yeah, so I mean, you know, if it's fall, we're dealing with fall flavors of like apple cider, maybe fudges that have like dried apple pieces, the pumpkin truffles using real pumpkin. It gives me this position here in this job gives me or affords me the ability to be able to do what I want when I want.
That's
Um,
beautiful.
you know, it's hard to write an SOP for like how I do my daily operations or even season to season because this season it might be well. In fact, as an example, this season we've been playing around with lake days as a flavor for truffles, and that really comes directly from the customer. So I really, really find a lot of value in listening to my customer. So when they come in and say, hey, I was in where on vacation and they made something like this, or I grew up as a kid in this town, they made something like this, and I miss it and I love it. Can you make it? I take that as an absolute challenge. It's just so much fun to be able to create something. So next time they come in, I've got a sample or something for them to try. You know, and then you home it, taste it, and before you know it, it's become its own thing.
That's fun. I mean, that it's fun. It's always fun, and that's why it's worked for you. That's why you've been around for you said 12, 13 years.
Yeah,
That's why because that passion. You got to have that drive and that passion to get through all the days that are like ah.
yes.
Now let me ask you this question: whenever you go away, like I know for us, like we're gonna actually I have a chance this week. I'm gonna be going with my wife. She sells Cliff Bars and she's doing a trade show in Orlando. So hey, free room, why not
You
trudge
got
along? But it's funny when we go away. Yeah, as much time as we spend in grocery stores and work at a grocery store, we always go into the local grocery store to look around and try to get new ideas and see what's happening and it's something we do. Ironically, we spend all this time at a grocery store, then we go visit a grocery store. Do you do the same when you're traveling?
100%. And I think that is what makes a good small business person, you know,
Yeah,
because you live it, you love it, you enjoy it, and, you know, if you breathe it,
yeah.
you know. And so even on vacation, it's not work. I go to every chocolate shop that I can. And as of the last 4 or 5 years, I love to walk in and introduce myself, you know, as another chocolatier, you know, because you get into such better conversations.
Yeah.
You know, and it's a lot different as a chocolatier, but when I joined this conference, this Retail Confectioners International, it really opened up the doors for like communicating with other small businesses and especially other chocolate companies, knowing that they have questions and problems interesting things to talk about. So it makes it a lot of fun.
Doug, do you do that? Do you talk to like I know I talk to meat managers. I'm bad for productivity. I talk to meat managers when I go to other grocery stores. Do you ever like talk to anybody or you just kind of
You won't find me inside of a grocery store. I'm not working.
you don't
No,
really?
I don't.
You don't?
No. Here's what I do.
Are you
I
serious?
swear to God, I
That's
don't.
surprising because you're like the idea guy.
No. Here's what I do. So if I'm looking for kid ideas, I go to Disney World because Disney World is the cutting edge for kid ideas. What's hot, what's working right now, because they have enough money and enough resources to put towards that imagination part of
To
it.
stay on top of it.
Right. Now, if I'm trying to target adults, Vegas. Vegas is the Disney World for adults, and they have
No
they have
question.
the most cutting edge ideas. And so when I go to Vegas, I go around all the stuff, and I was just thinking
You
about.
did do that when we were playing in the World Series.
Well, yeah, I was knocked out the whole
Yeah.
time. Yeah, I'm usually on the rail when we go play poker, so I have a lot of time to go look at things. Usually, I'm just cheering Ryan on for most of the poker experience.
You got unlucky.
No, so I was thinking of you, Val. So I was in Paris, and they had this little chocolate shop right outside the elevator, and they did these chocolate shots. What it was like it was almost like a glass, but it was chocolate like in a circle, and then they had the filling in the middle. And it was a tube, and then when you did it, it was like a shot, but it was a 2-bite shot basically. You could do 1 bite, but they did chocolate like a shot glass, and then there was stuff in it, but you eat the whole thing.
That's funny. You know, you should say that because right here behind me, I actually have two um, different cute little things. Like
Oh, those are
totally
cool.
little chocolate
Yeah,
chocolate.
that's
Oh, show
it.
and tell. I love it.
That's it. That
that
is
it?
it. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Just
then
mow the
we
whole
do
thing
tubes
down
as well.
in the pretzel rod.
Yeah, so this is
Ah.
actually a wine glass, an edible wine glass.
Oh my
Oh,
God.
wow.
Yeah, I just woke
Oh,
up
some
one day
Merlot
thinking,
out of that would be
Oh, it'd be amazing.
glorious.
Yeah. I'll take 4 of those, please.
Oh my!
Yeah, so
you
no.
can have your Faber. I'm gonna have that.
I'm going to Val's. We're gonna buy just glasses.
Oh man,
and just eat the
that's
glass.
a gong hit there.
Woo!
Boom, man.
Val's cutting edge. I'm not gonna go to Vegas anymore. I'm just going to Val's
Hashtag
place.
goals.
you can come over to the Speckled
Yeah.
Hen.
Hashtag goals. This
Hey,
year, Bran, we are drinking Merlot out of those cups.
Woo!
You know,
We're
I
gonna
know.
spice
and
it
the
up,
best
baby.
part-
Woo.
The best part about this is when you're drinking the wine. So you put this to your lips, and you're gonna melt the rim of the chocolate because it's just so thin. So then you take your drink of wine. You got a little chocolate on your lips. It is amazing.
Ooh,
That sounds like a Valentine thing.
Yeah.
Share with a special someone.
that sounds like every time.
Woo!
I'm gonna have to get on. Do you have a subscription
Yeah.
service to that?
Box of the month with Val.
What
Yeah, that
chocolate
would be
game?
fun.
It's like a Beavis moment.
I'm ready.
Chocolate.
Hey,
What
hey,
chocolate?
hey, she'll bring the box to the store. We'll deliver with the Sprinkle delivery orders. I'm like, hey, here's your chocolate box of the month. But so
Yeah,
hey,
I'd love to
so
do that.
yeah, no, we could do that. We could do
That's a
we
great
could do a
idea, to be
Sprankles
honest.
chocolate club with Speckled Hen,
Paul was talking about
and then we could
collaborating ideas.
She does all the like the box making, drops them off in the morning for the delivery. We put them in the cooler so there's no issues of heat, and deliver them with our normal delivery orders.
I mean, that is.
Or we do once a month.
Whoa.
Yeah, I'm
We-
loving
all,
this.
all 3 stores.
Hey, how much is one of those boxes? How much do you think one of those boxes would cost?
A subscription box like that?
Roughly. I mean, just even though you are kind of on a high record here, but you're not really on record.
Hey,
Yeah.
verbal is
This is
binding.
not. Verbal is not binding. Val is not bound to this quote.
Hey, where's the lawyers?
What are we talking?
Brian, get out here. Where's the
range
lawyers?
wise?
You know, I've often thought about this on a real world because, I mean, this kind of stuff is so much fun.
Yeah.
The problem that I've come up with is to try and ship one of these, but I mean, shipping is one thing, but if we dropped it off at your store, it'd be another. To try and ship some of the things that we create, though, we have to do a test run and see if it would work.
We're
That's true.
in.
The shipping is
50
tricky.
bucks.
We'll do it. Hey, we're
But
in.
like if it was a situation where, let's say, we picked up a bunch of boxes for our employees for a holiday or something, you know what I mean, something like that.
Yeah, we
That's
do a lot of
probably
that kind of
doable.
stuff.
Especially in
and
the
this
winter,
is-
it's usually. I mean, obviously it's cold,
Yeah.
Yeah.
outside, so that probably helps.
Oh,
cause.
I mean, we do that. That's one of the fun things that we do this time of year is we do a lot of corporate gifts.
Yeah.
And, that's what happens. People come into the store. Our retail store has over like 600 different items in it. It's crazy.
That's
the things that
amazing.
we have in here. And our philosophy is small batch. So, I don't have 700 of these sitting around. I have like 6 right now,
Right.
But we're constantly trying to make more, do more. So that's kind of the fun of the Speckled Hen. When you come, I hear a lot of my customers say, "What's new?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so here you go.
They want to see what's fresh.
Speaking of new, I see a large Santa wearing man in the background there.
There he is, Old Saint Nick.
Guys, we teased it at the beginning. What do we say, 18 pounds?
Yeah.
Ho ho, Father Nick,
Saint
whatever
Nick.
you want to call him.
Look at Saint Nick. He's
What
ready.
do they call? What do they call Santa in Germany? It's Father.
It's Claus.
Sometime.
It's like Father something, isn't it?
I don't know.
Where's Bela when you?
Bela, get on the
You know, we
screen.
hire Bela to always know and when we're talking about German stuff.
So Santa Claus, explain Santa Claus to us.
So we have a couple different really huge molds. This is one of them. He is from Pittsburgh. This is where he was sort of born and raised. He used to be the mold that was down at Regional Candy Company, Millville. Just north of
Okay. He's super local.
Yeah. So that's
Santa with a
don't get me
story.
wrong. He's like this. He's like an older type Santa Claus.
Yep.
But yeah, he's 18 pounds of chocolate. I mean, look at him on the side. here,
His
too.
his face reminds me of after I've had about 5 or 6 grist house at Pocha. That's usually what my face looks like too.
That's why we
Yeah, right
keep
there.
this hat on
Just
him
like-
because he's a little creepy.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully I don't come across
You know what?
that way.
He's not gonna
He's
make.
just very excited.
He won't last very long in anybody's house, so
He
that's
does look like, he
good.
does kind of look like he saw a ghost now. I look at his eyes. I didn't look at his eyes close before.
Hey,
It's like,
The best part is when we try to make some of these, and it takes quite a few of them just to get one to actually, not crack. And so we usually break about right here. So we put this in the back of someone's machine while they're actually trying to work, and he's like staring out at them as he's melting.
Come on, you.
I mean, that's a serious investment. That's a lot of chocolate.
That's a lot of
I
chocolate.
mean, what would that cost for somebody to buy?
Well, you know what? Chocolate prices just keep going up. That's the scary part about it right now. And so, as of our last bit of chocolate, we just ordered some in, and you're probably talking about $700.
Let's go.
If I spent $700 on chocolate, you know what I would do?
Eat it.
I would want to eat it, but I wouldn't do it. I'd do just like Will Ferrell did with the Kragle on Lego movie. You know,
You glue it,
he glued
shellac
it, so it would last forever.
He'd shellac
I would
it.
shellac the shit out of that thing.
My luck, I'd put in the freezer at the store, and some knucklehead would be moving a pallet, and then just crash it and not tell me, and I'd find out like in
Smashes
spring.
into it with
Yeah,
a dolly of milk crates.
Doug, I don't know how it happened.
Sorry, Doug.
Santa took a header. We lost him. He's gone. He's in the dumpster.
I have a feeling that whoever did that would just like walk out.
No. People in my store were savages. They're like, it was me.
They'd be like the eggnog guy in Apollo. They just roll.
He don't give a Oh my God. So this is exciting. So as part of our collab and Val's here today, we are going to announce that this is going to be an exclusive app card prize for one lucky winner right before Christmas. So all you gotta do is be a member. It's free to sign
That
up.
doesn't make you sign up for app card for Sprankle Rewards.
I mean, a real chocolatier right here in Saxonburg handmade this thing, and this mold was made in Pittsburgh. You can't get more local than that, and it's yours. You could win it. All you gotta do is be an app card member. We're gonna do a special drawing the week before Christmas, and we're gonna give it away.
We're up to what, 25,000?
25,000? No, 30,000.
30,000 members.
30,000 members.
Did we cross that?
We did.
Hey, thank you.
And
to
Val,
all 30,000
and Val, you know, look,
rewards members.
the one on, you could have the famous one on the podcast. It'll last that long, right?
It would, yep.
Yep,
Yeah,
so-
actually, chocolate's like fine wine. It's really the inclusions, like nuts or creams, that will actually go back. But if you have
Oh, wow.
all chocolate and it's in perfect temper, which is my job,
That's interesting.
it'll last for years. This
That's
guy
There we go.
has-
That big guy can be yours.
Yeah. And I
Just
think
don't
this
make the
one is
mistake of
about
drinking too
10
much of
years
that
old.
wine and then taking a bite out of it. Can you imagine that? The wife comes down the stairs on Christmas morning.
Look at cannibal.
What the? I'll be like, you know what? I think it was a rat. I saw him.
It's
him.
quick.
That rat has a big ass teeth.
That's quick. That's quick. Oh my God. I can imagine the whole thing going down. You're there, chocolate's all over the place, melted. The kids are
I
crying,
would totally try to pass.
mowing
it off.
down.
I would. You know, it's like the song "Wasn't Me." Like it would be like "Wasn't Me" until you showed. Even when you showed me video for it,
Wasn't me.
wasn't me.
But you caught me on camera.
Wasn't me.
Oh my God. Yeah. So we're gonna give that away. So we're gonna be the first purchaser of this year's Santa. We're gonna buy a Santa and we're gonna give it away on our app card members. So all you gotta
Rewards,
do,
baby, rewards.
just
rewards,
sign up. All kinds of
rewards.
points plus. You can support a local
And you can save
chocolatier.
on produce like Val. I mean, obviously she's buying berries there. They're nice berries.
I thought if I just came to the store to say hi to me.
I mean, I'm
Maybe I'm a little selfish.
I'm just gonna put it out. I'm just gonna put it out there. I'm gonna put it out there.
Maybe I'm a little
Val
selfish.
knows
You know?
berry prices. I guarantee it.
Yeah.
And we have had some amazing berry prices.
There was like 2 for $4 a couple weeks ago. It was really good.
crazy. It's been great. Oh.
Yep. And now your Honeycrisp apples as well.
Oh. I think
Yeah.
one of those for Duke's project for his homework.
That's the cool thing about chocolate. You can pretty much throw chocolate on anything and it's going to taste better.
Yes, you can. You know, so this summer we actually did chocolate covered pickles, and we typically do pickles and olives right around Picklesburg
Yeah.
because it's on everybody's mind. And we didn't stop selling pickles until just last week.
Wow.
You know
Like
what?
that-
At first I was like, oh, that was my initial reaction. But as I thought about it, and
Yeah.
I could see it.
It's
If
probably
you like salty sweet, that's the taste.
yeah. The brine would be good.
Yeah.
I think that brine would be
I
really
think
good.
the whole thing. You'd get the chocolate first, I'm assuming. Then you bite into the pickle. It'd probably be a little bit of weirdness at first. And then you get that pickle flavor. And then it all kind of would work together, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
And
Who would have thought that dill and chocolate would go together well? But they really
yeah.
do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh.
The brine sounds great
Try
though.
that.
I'm not a big fan. But yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd want to be sucking down a bunch of chocolate pickle brine.
Ugh.
I mean, that sounds like a challenge more than it does an experience.
Can you mow down the bottle of pickles?
If you can drink this empty bottle of Faber hand sanitizer full of pickle and chocolate brine, you could win.
I'm not sure if it's going to cure anything, but it sure as hell will kill a lot of bacteria. Woo.
Yeah.
Well, Val, we appreciate coming on the podcast today. Thank you so much for joining us. And thank you, Santa. My God, Santa Claus is here already.
Yeah.
Make sure you check her out right down on 228, correct?
That's it. On 228, just outside of Saxonburg.
We'll have the links to her
Speckled Hen.
media page down below. We'll also have how you can get a hold of her on all of her channels, including just go see the store. It's a quick ride from Pittsburgh. It's a quick ride from Butler. It's a really short ride from Saxonburg. And as always, we can't do what we do without you guys. Come and see us, check them out, and look forward to the next podcast.
Thanks for watching, everybody. Remember to share, and punch, hit, smash,
Like,
beat,
double tap the
get a
screen.
baseball bat, and whatever you need to do to that subscribe button.
Thanks,
for all the
guys.
support.